Hi folks, Martin here, and we are doing another Martin is Probably Playing It Wrong playthrough. And today I am probably playing wrong a game called Fortune, Fame, and Glory. This is a free print and play game designed by Joseph Mills with art by Jason Glover. Yes, that Jason Glover, the designer of Desolate and Iron Helm. So if you are a solo gamer, if you are a print and play gamer, then the name Jason Glover is familiar to you. Those games are familiar to you. But today we are doing, he did the art for Fortune, Fame, and Glory. Very, very simply, this is a kind of dungeon delving game. Very simple. Basically, you flip a card, you resolve what's happened on the card, and then you move on to the next card. That is it. It's dice rolling. It's random. Just go with it. Now, over here we have a character card. I'm not going to bring it closer to the screen here, but I'll show you. It's keeping track of our starting stats. We have 10 health, 3 attack. What have we got here? This one is the round tracker. So we have to play through this tableau of cards from left to right 3 times. 3 times to be able to say that we finished one objective. And that objective, that goal, is one of these 3 end condition cards. So, I mean, I'll spoil the surprise for you a little bit. You could get a treasure hoard. You could have to go up against the dark one, or you could go up against the guarded artifact. Okay, I'm not going to spoil that anymore for you, but basically the idea is every time you go through each run through of the tableau 3 times, you pick one of these cards, and then you can keep playing until you get all 3 end goal conditions. So a total of 9 runs through these cards from left to right, shuffling every time and setting out the tableau once again. And that's what this round tracker is for. It's got 3 rounds here, so to help you keep track of where you are in your progress. Now, you've got start with 10 gold. You start with 5 food over here with this orange block. And by the way, every time you go 4 cards, you have to eat a food. If you have no more food, you start to lose a health. So things can get bad very quickly unless you can find a card that helps you get more food. And finally, there is a little bit of randomness mitigation in the fate mechanic represented by this blue cube here. You get 2 fate at the start of the game. Every time you have a bad die roll, you could spend 1 fate to be able to modify your roll by 2 up or 2 down. So that's what the randomness mitigation is. And apparently, inside of here, there are cards that can help you increase your fate. Okay, enough talking, Martin. Without further ado, oh yeah, and you have basically 2d6. So this is going to be how we resolve combat and other things in the game. So we will bring this kind of green felt dice roller in here when we have to roll some dice. Okay, here we go. Let's start. The first card, starting from the left, is Sail by Night. You set sail up the coast on a merchant ship. You hope to avoid the monsters on land. And then basically the card says, hey, roll a d6. If you get 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6, these things happen. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to roll the dice and then read what happens to us in particular. That's going to be my routine for the rest of this playthrough. So, sailing by night, sailing up the coast. We start our journey with a little bit of seafaring. Great, so let's see what happens. Let's roll that 1d6. All right, here we go. We get a 4. All right, let's check it out. What do we get with a 4? It says 3 to 4, ship lands at next port, and you go 1 card forward. Which, okay, we basically have an uneventful passage here, and we go forward 1 card. Now, the way moving forward works is, from this card, you could go diagonally up here, you could go diagonally down here. If you had a third option here, like in these columns, you could go forward. Some cards can also tell you to go backward. But that's not, going backward by will is not in the rules. So, okay, we could go either diagonally up and left, right, or down and right. Are you feeling lucky? I'm going to go up and right. What do we get? We get a woodcutter camp. You found a worker camp in the forest. You might be able to share their fire for the night. What do we got here? Okay, so let's see. Let's roll our die, our d6, and see what happens. We get a 2. I wonder what that means. 2 says, no food to share, +1 health, -1 food. Okay, well, we are already at maximum health right now, so we're not going to get additional health. But we do lose a food, which is kind of not good, because we're already going to lose food. So our food goes down from 5 to 4 here on our character card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now our choices are go this way diagonally upright or diagonally down right. I'm going to keep it rolling. I'm going to go upright here. What do we got? Oh boy, it is a large monster. Be on your guard, a large monster approaches. 1 to 3, a Cyclops attacks. 4 to 6, a Minotaur attacks. Either of those are not good options. So, let's see. First of all, let's roll to see what kind of monster we have to face. And it is a 2, so it looks like we are going to be going up against a Cyclops. And the Cyclops has 6 health, plus 3 attack, and the reward is 15 gold. Okay. All right. He's got 6 health. We have 10 health. Our attack is plus 3. So the way that you resolve combat, it's basically you roll 2d6, you add your attack modifier, and then you roll once for yourself and once for the monster. Roll 2d6 for yourself, roll 2d6 for the monster. Whoever has the higher value there loses 1 health point. So right now we have 10 health. And the Cyclops we're fighting has 6 health. So the odds are in our favor, but let's see what happens. And remember, we have those fate points that will allow us to modify our rolls a little bit. But we've only got 2, so we have to be careful. Okay, here we are. We're rolling for our first attack. Huzzah! We rolled a 6 plus... what do we get? Our attack is plus 3, so we have a modified total of 9. Okay, what does the Cyclops roll on their first attack? They've got plus 3 attack. Okay, same as us, same modifier. So he rolls a 9 plus 3 is 12. So he beats us. So we take 1 point of damage in this first combat round. Ouch! And we go down to 9 health. All right, here we go. Let's take him out. Let's chop at him. 5 plus 3, 8 for us. What about the Cyclops? 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, 8 to 7, we take him out. Now, I'm just realizing now that I don't have a way to keep track of their health. However, since he has 6 health, I can use a d6 to be able to keep track of his health. Let me just grab a d6 from off camera right now. Never go anywhere without your d6. All right. So he is now down to 5. Down to 5. Okay, there you go. All right. Just putting some stuff away here. And let's keep on chopping. Let's keep on hacking away at this guy. So for the third attack round, we roll an 8 plus 3. We roll an 11. And he rolls, oh boy, 11 plus 3, 14. He takes out another one of our health points. We are down to 8. So far, things are not going very well. He's reduced us by 2 health. We've only reduced him by 1. Ugh. We have a 3 plus 3, 6. What does he get? He's got a 5 plus 3, 8. So we go down yet another health point. And we are down to, we started at 10, we are now at 7. So we're not doing great. We are not doing great at all. 1, 2, 3, okay. So, our next combat round. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 3 is 10 is our roll. And he's got 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, we finally hit him again. So now he's down to 4 points. We are down to 7 points. Let's keep on going. This is brutal combat here. Okay, our roll is 7 plus 3. We've got a total of 10. What has he got? Oh, man. He already rolls at an unmodified roll 12. He already takes us out. We go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch! And he's down to 4. Okay, let's keep on going here. We rolled a 5 plus 3, 8. And he rolls a 5 plus 3, 8. So what do the rules say about if you have the exact same roll? Combat. If your roll is equal or higher than the monster result, you win the round. Okay, it was a tie. Therefore, we take him down to 3 hit points. Okay, let's keep on going here. 5 plus 3 is 8. We rolled an 8. 7 plus 3 is 10. He rolls a 10. We take another point of damage. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 5. We are at 50% health. Let's keep on going here. Wow, our rolls are horrendous. Okay, modified 6. What does he get? Will somebody, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, so that is an 8 to 6. If I spend a fate point now, which I don't want to do, but I'm going to have to, I bring my total up to 8, and so I take him down to 2. I kind of feel like I needed to do that because this combat is really not going well for us at all. Okay, he's down to 2, we're down to 5. Can we please get some luck here in the dice rolling? Yes, okay, 11 plus 3. Ours is 14 now. 14 to 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3 is 12, 14 to 12. Yes, he's down to 1 hit point. Okay, there you go. Whew, okay, this is pretty. Can we please finish him off? Can we please? Here we go. We rolled a 5 plus 3 is 8 total, and he rolls 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9, 9 to 8. I really don't want to spend another fate, so I will take that damage and be down to 4, 4 to 1. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can actually take this guy out on this roll. My rolls are horrible. Okay, 8 plus 3, 11. Okay, we have a modified 11, and what does he get? Oh my gosh! 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. He beats me by 1. Oh, this is not bad. Okay, this is very, very bad, actually. So I'm going to spend... Oh, I'm going to spend that last fate to increase my roll by 2, so I beat him by 1. Finally, chop the large monster, which is the Cyclops, down to size. Oh my gosh! My rolling was horrific. But we get 15 gold. So we had 10. Plus 15 is a total of 25 gold. My gold tracker only goes up to 20. So that's interesting. Oh no, it's a 2. It's a 2. Okay, I see now. I was looking at the tracker wrong. It's got a 10s and a 1, so I actually need one more block to be tracking gold here. So kindly excuse me while I grab another Loxel's block to be able to keep track of my gold here. So now he gave me 15 gold plus the 10 that I started with is a total of 25. There you go. 25 gold. Sweet. I am down to 3 hit points. My attack remains at 3. Still at 3 rounds. I have no more fate points, and I only have 4 food. Okay, so things are not going really, really well right now. After encountering a large monster, a Cyclops, we managed to hit him, but at the cost of 70% of our health. Well, there's nothing left to do but to keep going. We could either go up here, diagonal up right, or lower right. What are we going to do? Let's go lower right. Up right hasn't been really working for us so far, so let's go lower right and see if our fortunes change. It says, the wizard. On the trail, you meet a wandering wizard. Take care. Some wizards are dangerous. If you roll a 1 to 2, it's bad. If you roll a 3 to 4, it's neutral. If you roll a 5 to 6, he will become our ally and give us some help. Sweet, for the next 3 cards. Okay. By the way, that was the 4th card. Every 4 cards you travel, you have to use up 1 food. So our food goes down from 4 to 3. Now let's see what will happen with our wizard. We rolled a 3. I think that's neutral. 3 to 4, the wizard ignores you. Well, okay. Could have been worse. He could have attacked us. So let's keep on going. Where are we at? We have 3 health points. 2, 1, 0. We've got 3 food left. I think we have, yeah, 3 health points. We've got quite a bit of gold, and if there's a place to spend it, we could regenerate or rest or something like that. But let's see what the cards have in store. Literally, let's keep going. We could go diagonal up right. We could go forward, or we could go down right. Well, let's just see what happens if we go forward, shall we? Haha, we got a camp. You come upon a wandering traveler's camp, and hopefully he will allow you to join him. So let's see, let's roll the d6 and see what happens. We rolled a 3. It says 3 to 4, rest and food. You get +2 health and +1 food. Okay, not bad, not bad. Great, +2 health. So we were at 3, we go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And +1 food. So our food goes back up to 4. Great. Okay. Thank you, Wandering Traveler's Camp. So now we can go this way, or this way. How about we go down and to the right? Let's see what happens. Oh boy. Another monster attacks. From up ahead, something moves in the dark. Suddenly, a monster charges out at you. Gargoyle, skeleton, kobold, zombie, or ghoul. All right, if we roll a 3 or 4, they're going to have the most gold, the most rewards here. So let's see what we get. We rolled a 1. A 1 means we get a gargoyle. The gargoyle has 4 health, has a +2 attack, 5 gold. Okay, so let's give him 4 health over here. There you go, gargoyle. You got 4 health. And you got +2 attack. Okay. Let's start chopping. Here's our first attack round. We get 4 + 3, 7 + 3 is 10. Against 5 + 3 is 8. +2 is 10. It's equal, which means we win ties in combat. So that 4 hit points for the monster goes down to a 3. There you go. Next combat round. 10 + 3, we rolled a 13 modified, and he gets 4 + 2 is 6, +3 + 2 is 8. So he goes down to 2. I don't want to jinx us, but this combat is going a heck of a lot better than that last one. All right, let's keep on rolling here. We rolled a 10 + 3, 13. He rolls a 7 + 2, 9. 13 to 9. So we get him down to 1 health point here. And here we go. Can we finish him off? We rolled a 5 + 3 is 8. And oh boy, he rolls an 11 + 2 is 13. 13 to 8. He gets 1 good hit in. And we go down to 4 hit points here. All right, come on, come on. Give us a good roll here. Okay, 8 + 3 is 11. And what does he get? 4 + 2 is 6. 11 to 6. Hajah! We gotcha. All right, what do we get for fighting the gargoyle? We get +5 gold. So our gold is now up to 30. Boom. Great, we've got so much gold. What can we do with it? I'd like to have a place to spend this gold. Okay, and where are we at in terms of our food? We are 2 cards in. Remember, every 4 cards you have to spend 1 food. We keep on questing. We can go up right, forward, down right. I'm feeling down right. Here we go. The down right card is the Dagger of Runes. In these troubling times, you need a good weapon. A weapon is worth its weight in gold. Use it or lose it. And then you have a 1 to 6, and then you have to resolve what happens based on your result. Now, you roll a 1 to 2, you get -1 attack, which is not great. 3 to 4 would be neutral. 5 or 6, you're going to get a +1 to your attack. So we are hoping to roll high here. So let's see what happens with our D6. We're hoping to roll high. Come on. Come on. Oh boy, we rolled a 2. That's not good at all. because rolling a 2 means you're out of practice, -1 attack. Nope, not good at all. So our attack modifier goes down to 2 from 3. That was also since the camp. 1, 2, 3. One more card and we have to eat. Okay, so we can go essentially from here. We could go diagonal up right, or we could just go lateral here. But I'd like to move forward, so I'm going to go upright, see what happens. It says the warrior. The warrior can either be a friend or foe. If challenged, you'll have to fight. If you roll a 1 to 2, you're challenged to a fight. A 3 to 4, the warrior lets you pass. A 5 to 6, the warrior will join you for the next 3 cards. And here are the warrior's stats. He gets 4 health, +3 attack. And if we have to fight him, he's got 10 gold. Okay, so let's see what happens. How is the warrior going to treat us? Let's roll a d6 and find out. We want to roll high. We get a 4. And 4 means the warrior lets you pass. Okay, good. At least we don't have to fight the warrior. Of course, we don't get the warrior as an ally for the next 3 cards, but, you know, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to eat another food. So we are down to 2 food over here. We've got 2 more moves before we have to reshuffle the tableau and do our second round. So let's play this out, shall we? All right, we get a peaceful vale. I like the sound of that. After a long day's travel, you find a peaceful vale. Possibly, you can rest and recoup a little bit. If you roll, you can get +1 health, +2 health, +1 food, +2 food. All these things are all very good. There's nothing bad on this card. This is great. Of course, the higher we roll, the better the rewards get. We'd like to roll as high as possible. So let's see what happens here in this peaceful vale. Let us roll. We get a 3. What does a 3 give us? 3 means you catch fish for dinner. You get +1 health and +1 food. Okay, all right, okay. So we get +1 health, back up to 5, and our food goes from 2 to 3. All right, very cool. And the last card of our tableau here is the Village Inn. Finally, you can eat and get some rest. How fitting that this would be the last card of this playthrough. Sometimes you get these really thematic kind of moments when you set this game up and then you start playing. So it's really fitting that it would end at an inn, which is, well, you know, like most fantasy adventures kind of end the day at an inn. So here we are ending our first day. Finally, you can eat and get some rest. You might also get some good information. Oh boy, if you roll a 1, the meal is rancid, -1 health, -5 gold. Don't want that. 2, you don't sleep well, -5 gold. 3, you sleep well, +2 health. Okay, so basically 3 or better, things get pretty good here. So we want to roll as high as possible. Here at the Village Inn, let's see what happens. We roll a 4. Okay, let's see what a 4 gets us. 4 gets us food and rest are good. You can see that? Yeah. Food and rest are good. +3 health. -5 gold. No problem. We've got a lot of gold, relatively speaking. So +3 health. That is awesome. Very cool. So now we get 1, 2, 3. We are up to 8 health. Look at that. And -5 gold. So our gold from 30 goes down to 25. That's okay. That's okay. We still got 25 gold because of that large monster, that Cyclops that we fought. Okay, I'm going to pause right now and just kind of give you my impressions here. I think Fortune, Fame, and Glory is a quick, fun romp with a little bit of excitement here and there. There's, you know, obviously it is randomness. It is dice rolling. The combat resolution is basically just my roll and my modifier versus the monster's roll and the modifier. And you saw how, you know, you could lose a whole bunch of hit points in just one combat if you go up against a big monster. And when we went up against this smaller monster, then, you know, it was a lot easier to handle. He basically only hit us once, as I recall. But, you know, You know what? It's not bad, especially for a younger player. And I just have to say, let's call out the fact that all this kind of like art here is by Jason Glover, and it's super thematic black and white art, reminiscent of classic Dungeons and Dragons, my days as an AD&D player. What is it, first edition or second? I think I played in second edition came out. It really, really evokes that kind of classic style that you saw in the D&D modules at the time. So I have to eat crow a little bit because when I first tried this game about 9 months ago, I panned it. I gave it a 3 out of 10 in my BGG review. I said, hey, it's way too random. There's not a lot of player agency. And, I have to eat my words a little bit. I mean, if you just don't take the game too seriously, if you just kind of like just go with the flow, have fun with it, accept the fact that there's not a heck of a lot of randomness mitigation outside of the fate here, which it worked pretty well in our first playthrough, but now we are out of fate. So that doesn't bode well for the next time we play through, although I hear there are cards in here that can help you restore your fate. There are wizards here, possibly, that can help you restore your fate. So, once again, Fortune, Fame, and Glory. It's a free print and play. You got to play through 3 times, then you get a reward. 3 more times, you get another like kind of game end reward, and final 3 times for a total of 9 plays through. And you use this kind of round tracker to keep track of your plays through, and then you finish the game. So there's quite a bit of game in here. It is interesting. I think it is not that hard to play. There's a lot of dice rolling, dice chucking going on here, but it's a very easy to pick up game. It's, you know what? I think it's worth your time, especially for the fact that it's a free print and play, and it's super nostalgic in terms of how the art looks and just how the game feels. It really feels like an old school, Dungeons and Dragons adventure. And you know what? That's worth your time, I think. It's worth my time in terms of, what I invested to print and play this game. Free print and play, once again, Fortune, Fame, and Glory, designed by Joseph Mills and art by Jason Glover. Until next time, this has been Martin, and we'll see you at the table.